I will spend those as well to open our last breach. So now we are online and running, right? Now we can really get started doing some damage. Alright, we're keeping like the area quite clean here. We're doing well today. It can be like very much worse. Hey everyone, this is Outcasts, and after having done my Aeons and the New Age series, it's time for a new series, for a new expedition, and this time I will be playing Aeons and Outcasts. This game includes a four battle expedition, like 4 games expedition, that I will play through on this channel, and this is like the first of 4 videos in this series. I really hope you will enjoy this series. I'm really looking forward to playing this because I absolutely love Aeon's End. It's my most favorite solo game currently. It still is, and also I just love showing it off because it's amazing. And it's very exciting for me because Outcasts, I've owned it for a while, but I haven't actually like opened the packs like for after the expedition, right? I do have more bosses and more heroes at my disposal than in the regular game because I have like the entire wave with all the expansions and stuff, right? So I am able to play Outcasts a little bit more than when you haven't like opened all the expeditions, but still there's like a lot of stuff I haven't unlocked, like everything for the expedition. So really looking forward to that. So what I will do in this video, first I will just quickly set up the game, and after that I will like show you how to play it, at least roughly, and like show you like all the market cards we have, and the hero and the nemesis, and then I will play through the entire game. So let's get started. Alright, and here we go regarding the setup. Yeah, it's a little warm, but it's a little bit too hot, but it's almost drinkable. Alright, so let me just guide you through what you see here, and then I will start talking about how you play the game. It's usually I have timestamps in the description, so you can jump to whatever part you want. If you know how the game plays, or if you don't care, if you just want to see it being played, just jump forward to the playthrough. Alright, so this is Aeon's End. This Aeon's End Outcast specifically. There are like 7 waves, I think, at the moment, and an 8th one is on the way. And this is a boss battler, right? We have like one boss that can also spawn minions, but we have like one boss, and then we have like 1 to 4 heroes that fight the boss. Let me just put the cards here for now. What we do in this game is we have like a turn order deck here, and we turn over cards like whose turn it is. There are 4 turn order cards for me. I'm player 1. Since I'm only playing 1 hero today, the player numbers 1 and 2 are meant for me, right? These are 4 cards in the deck for me and 2 for the nemesis. How the nemesis turn works, I will talk about like when we actually play. Up here we have the market cards. These can be purchased here. I will go over those in just a moment. Then here we have the boss mat. How that works I will explain in a moment as well, and the boss deck. We win when the boss has depleted its entire health. Usually the boss has such a dial here, but we are playing against Experiment 153 today, and Experiment 153 doesn't have a health dial, but instead they have like these maws here, like these 4 maws, and they each have 20 health. So we need to like essentially do 80 damage in order to win. We also win if we deck out the opponent, like when the entire deck is empty, but that is very hard because this is a very thick deck that is very hard to like survive against. So there are like cards from level 1 to level 3 in there. It like the intensity gets higher and higher, and level 3 is like very, very, very tough. So usually you play by defeating the opponent, you win by defeating the opponent. We lose when Gravehold, like our base, is reduced to 0 health. If we are reduced to 0 health, we don't lose yet, but that is a different story. And here we have our hero with the 3 breaches. We can open these by spending either, that's like the currency in the game, like the energy, so to speak. Either we also need to power up our special ability here. We will talk about that in just a moment, and also to purchase these cards. This is all some things we need either for, but there can also be like bosses or minions that like require like us to pay with either. But that's not quite all. And then these are the cards in our hand in just a moment, like when we start playing. And this is our deck, because this is essentially deck builder, right? And we like build up our deck with these cards here and try to defeat the opponent. This is not all of this is the market. The pile here on the very right, that is something that you might not know if you haven't played Outcasts yet. That is the curse deck. The curse deck is exclusive to Outcasts. I'm not quite sure if Past and Future also has one, but New Age and the iterations before don't. And this is like the specific minions or the boss can like tell you to like take a specific curse card and like put it in your deck. And these are like usually not too good. They're not like horrible. But they like clutter your deck. And that is pretty bad. You want a really clean deck, right? If possible, but that is very hard with Experiment 153. Alright, so now let's go to the specifics here. Let's first take a look at all the market cards. Up here we have the Molten Peridot. That one, if we play that one, we gain 2 ether. Also, if this is the second time you have played Molten Peridot this turn, so it makes sense to have more of that, you may destroy this. If you do, gain a card that costs 4 ether or less from any supply pile. And of that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, like more than half. We have like 9 different cards we can get. Oh, by the way, like these decks are all like the same card, right? So, okay, that couldn't be too bad. This one costs 4. It's also a gem, like the currency. Petrified Phoenixium. Gain 2 ether. The next time you gain a card this turn, you may cast any player's prepped spell. Since I'm playing true solo with only one hero, when it says like any player or another player or whatever, it's always me. Right, so I target myself. Then we have for 6 ether, which is quite expensive, we have the duplicating Sassite, gain 3 ether. The next time you gain a card this turn, you may discard a prepped spell up here. I will talk about that later. That costs 1 ether or more. If you do, an ally gains a card, which is me, the ally, from the supply that costs less or equal than the card you gained. Very complicated, but quite interesting as well. Then now we go into the relics. These are like one-time cards that we play. Like not one time, we can play them like more often, but these are not spells we equip and also not like currency we spend. These are just like action cards, so to speak, right? Destiny Forger for 4. An ally may destroy a card in hand, which is me again. That player may gain a card that costs up to 2 more than the destroyed card and place it into their hand. That is pretty good. Or destroy this and gain 2 charges. Like charges are like these things down here, where we can like put these charges here that we can purchase in order to power up our special ability. Alright, then we have the Transmuter's Lens for 5. I like this one a lot. Destroy this. So we just buy it and then we destroy it, like whenever we draw it. You may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Gain a card that costs up to 6 ether from any supply pile. That means if we get this and we destroy this, then we can also destroy another card, so we can like clean our deck a little bit, and also we can just gain any card here because these all cost a maximum of 6. 2. Fortified Frost. Deal 2 damage. You may discard a card in hand. If you do, deal 1 additional damage. So that one deals 2 to 3 damage for only 2 ether. That's pretty good. Then we see Twisted Fang. Costs 4. Cast, deal 3 damage. If this card's supply pile is empty, deal 1 additional damage. So if you buy all of these cards, that's not too bad. But you would have to do that, right? Otherwise, this card isn't really worth it, then this one is better. Lightning Arrow for 5. Cast, deal 3 damage. You may discard a card in hand. If you do, Gravehold gains 1 life. That's also not too bad, just to be able to heal Gravehold a little bit. But I will also be able to heal Gravehold, so with my special ability. So let's see. And then the 6 here, Tornado of Insight. Cast, deal 5 damage. If you have no close breaches, gain 1 charge. That one's pretty good as well. These are the market cards. Then the curse deck we will see, like we will discover during the game, and then we have Experiment 153, right? So we have like all these maws here of this rabbit-like creature, and I've got these little maw tokens, and I will show that during the game. But there is like this one power that means that is called Unleash. Unleash is like every boss that has that unleash function, but it's all like different, like for each boss, right? That's like the main gist in Aeon's End, like the main draw, that all bosses play very differently and need different strategies to be defeated. And Experiment 153, when it unleashes, like the maw goes 2 forward, and when you go like on one of these tiles here, then you need to do whatever it says there. That's like pretty bad. It's like dealing damage to the player, to Gravehold, having to discard cards, things like that. We can also move it back by inflicting at least 3 damage during one attack to a single maw. Then we can push back 1 turn, and if we defeat a maw completely, then we can push another more back 2 spaces. But once we have crossed that line here with the first red box, we cannot go back, right? So if we're there, we can go back, but no further. So this for more 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? That's the health. I've put it like this for now. It's a little bit difficult to handle here like this. I think you could also like use a d20, like a 20-sided die, and then track the health with that. I will probably do that in the future, but I haven't done so yet. So that's the most important thing about Experiment 153. We actually win when all 4 Maws are defeated. All right, and now let's talk about our hero. We will be playing with Zana today, the Crimson Rebel. So we have like a specific starting hand, starting deck. Like every hero has usually like 1 or 2 different cards in all other heroes, and like the rest is the same, like these standard cards here, right? That are not very good, but we need them at the beginning to like kind of build up our deck. But these we might want to have destroyed later on. But we can also use them as fodder to like do these special effects for these spells here. We have our special abilities. Inscribe, activate during any player's main phase. Gravehold gains 5 life. So that's pretty good. Also place 2 glyph tokens on top of any card in the supply. That is pretty cool. We can also place glyph tokens with our glyph carver here. We have these glyph tokens here. One of them we have twice, and all the others are unique. And if we put them like on a card, and then we buy that card, or we gain that card in some way, then we can do whatever that glyph says. So this one lets us gain 1 charge, which is good. This one lets us cast one of our prepped spells. I will talk about prepped spells later. This one lets us gain a card that costs 3 or less from any pile. That's not very helpful in this game because we only have this card as 3 or less, right? And then we have this one here, focus your closed breach with the lowest cost. So focusing means like turning these breaches until we can open them. Because we can only like prep spells, like play spells when we have opened breaches. Or when we just focus it, we can play a spell, but we need to cast it immediately next round. So that is like the rough overview of what you see here. And now, also we have like a few more tokens. I have them like all off screen for now, because those of you who know my other Aeon's End playthrough may see that this is a different layout, and this layout is better in my opinion. I hope I will be able to do it for each expedition, because this way you're closer to like the game and everything's like arranged really neatly. I like this quite a lot. So I hope I will also be able to do that in the next expeditions. Alright, and before we get started with the game, let's do a little bit of storytelling here. So, intro to Battle 1. Azer is a lively village, a bright spot of activity in an otherwise quiet forest. Zana sits on the bank of the river that winds through the center of town and stares into the shining water. Chatter spills out from the scattered huts and around her. Children run and play in the grass. It is almost peaceful enough to forget the pain and destruction the Nameless have wrought on this world. Her son Takran takes a seat beside her and watches the river too. This place is beautiful and full of incredible breach magic. We could learn so much by spending a few more months here. Takran folds his arms and Zana waits for the other shoe to drop. But it is not our home. Zana closes her eyes slowly, pressing a hand to her chest. You know I cannot go back, Takran. Not after what I've done. It's been months, Mother. Throw yourself on Brahma's mercy. She's a wise woman. She's so short-sighted, Zana snaps. What happened to South Post was a tragedy, but I do not regret turning against her. New Gravehold needs to evolve or we're headed straight for another fall. And that could mean the end of everyone. If you could just talk... Takran is cut off by a sudden shout from the top of a nearby hill. 2 young women stand at the top of it, their tattooed hands clasped together and glowing with magical energy. Kel and Ilea. We need to get to the north side of town. Hurry! Zana is the first to move, long years of training embedded deep, her son following close on her heels. As she crests the hill, that feeling of safety that had so briefly warmed her heart drops away into cold reality. A huge creature sits hunched menacingly in the tree line, saliva dripping from its distended mouth. On its head, 4 long tendrils snake and grow their way towards the fleeing civilians, each with its own toothy maw. Where are the rest of the mages? Zana asks. Ilea shakes her head. They're all out on patrol or hunting. We're the only ones left. Kel curses sharply. A portal born in the village. What is the world coming to? Nothing good. Takran twists his wrists and summons his magical shields. The 4 mages step forward, placing themselves between Azer and the monster at its gates. And then it tells you to fight Experiment 153, And when you've won, read the next section. We will do that later. If you lost, fight it again. After your second game, read the next section. So you always only play like each battle twice. If you lose twice, well, you still continue, which I think is a good thing. And now let's read the flavor text here on our hero, on the Nemesis. That's like a quote by Takren, like one of the mages in this edition of Aeon's End. I had naively assumed that after we defeated Fenrix, which you can see me actually do in Aeon's End: The New Age, we would be free of Arachnos' twisted creations. When we disrupted his ritual and defeated the spider-like nameless he'd fused himself with, we recovered the scattered remains of his journal. From the notes we could piece together, it looks like this poor creature used to be a simple rabbit before Arachnos accidentally abandoned it inside the void. Now look what it has become. If this is what a few months of exposure to void essence can do to an animal, it's no wonder Xaxos and his ilk believe the void is supremely powerful. But all I've seen it do is twist, corrupt, and blacken. Can such a force ever truly be used for good? That remains to be seen. For now, we must do our best to bring peace to this pitiful, tormented soul. And now let's read a bit about Zana, our hero. I won't defend myself. I won't make excuses. The people of New Gravehold can judge me if they wish. My reputation means nothing to me. All I care about is the safety of my people and the future of humanity. No one loved Gravehold more than me. I spent my life defending it, and I'm still defending it. My heart broke for everything we lost in the fall. Our home, our people, our history. My Soren. Losing him there, raising Takram without him, is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. After we founded the new Gravehold, I cautioned Brahma against exiling all of Xaxos' old students. I had just as much cause as any, more cause even, to hate Xaxos for bringing Maelstrom to Gravehold, but his followers had done nothing wrong. Outlawing the very study of the void is tyranny, and nothing but a recipe for stagnation. If we refuse to learn from the mistakes of our past, we are doomed to repeat them. Brahma and her traditions are only holding New Gravehold back. For the sake of future generations, we need to embrace new kinds of magic and move forward. And I suggest we now start the game, and during the game I will explain a few more things. Alright, so what we always do at the beginning, we take the first top card of the turn order deck, and then we see whose turn it is. Now it's the Nemesis turn, right? So that means we first we activate all cards in the Nemesis area here. This is the area that I will use, but there are no cards because it's the first turn, so we turn over the first card and turn it over. It says Withering Rot. Any player suffers 3 damage, that is bad, and gains a Curse of Rot from the curse deck. Alright, so let us, now we take a look at the curse deck, and now we find the Curse of Rot here, right? And we gain it, that means we put it in our discard pile. Every card we gain, unless it says otherwise, always goes in our discard pile. Whenever the draw deck is empty, we take the discard pile and put it as our new deck. We don't shuffle the discard pile. In most deck builders, and yeah, in almost every deck builder, we shuffle the discard pile before putting it down our deck. This we won't. So we know whenever we turn this over, the first card will be the Curse of Rot. Alright, so that was it. That was just an attack. So attack is a one-time thing that happens, and we put it in our discard pile. I'll just put that here to the right. Alright, whose turn is it next? It's my turn. Alright, so, and our turn works as follows. There are 3 cards, kinds of cards I can have in my hands. I can have gems, right? Like these first 3 cards here, and also the ones here in my hand, all of them. These are usually to gain either, right? So I can say like I use these 4 cards here to have 4 either, and with that I can do stuff. The second kind of card I can play are relics, these blue cards here. I don't have any yet, but I can purchase them later on. These let me do just abilities, right? I just play it, and then I do whatever it says on there, and then it goes to this file later on. And then we have spells, these 4 here, and I also have like a spell in my deck that we can attach to our breaches if they are like completely focused, like if they're completely opened, or if I just focus it this round, so we can like attack the boss the next round, or minions or whatever. Alright, so let's take a look at our hand. I have 4 either here, and with this card I can either gain also 1 either, that I would have 5, or I can place like 1 glyph token on any card in the supply. And it would make sense to say like, okay, I will spend my curses to gain like a specific card, right? But I will put a glyph token on the supply pile before. And I think I would like to start focusing my breaches. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. But then again, I do have 4 gems in hand at the moment. That's not too bad, right? I could also use these 4 gems. As you can see here, it says 4 either to open. And I need open breaches. And the 4 breach is like one of the most important ones, like 4 and 3, because these deal 1 additional damage for each spell I cast from there. So you know what? I will not play the Glyph Carver. I will keep that in my hand for now. I will play 4 crystals for 4 either in order to open this first breach here. I think that's more important to do that. Alright, so now that breach is opened, now I can put spells in there. I don't have any. The Glyph Carver, I can also put that there, but I will just keep it in hand. And then I will draw 4 cards, like this. Alright, so that was already my turn. These cards now go into my discard pile. I can choose the order they go in, but I mean, there isn't a whole lot to choose here, right? So these just go on top of my discard pile. And it's the next players. Yeah, it's actually my turn again. So every time there's a 1 or 2, it's my turn. If there's like the Nemesis symbol, then it's of course Experiment 153's turn. Alright, so what do we have? We don't have any spells. So first we cast any spells we have here. We don't have any. And then we can work with our cards. I do have 2 Glyph Carvers. That's pretty good. I would use 1 to put that Focus Your Close Breach. So which cards will I get? I will need a few gems at the beginning, right? And I think I like this the most. That one is pretty inexpensive. It gives me 2 either. That's pretty good. These others are more expensive. I don't like the secondary effects too much, but I like this one. If I play 2 of those, I can actually like destroy the card and get like a better card from the supply pile. So I think I will actually put that one on here, and then I will play 3 crystals to gain that card. So now, since I gained that card, I can activate that glyph. And that says Focus Your Close Breach with the lowest cost. That one costs 2, that one costs 3. So I can focus that and turn that once. And this one, the card that I just purchased, that I just gained, it's called here, goes into my discard pile, right? So I can draw that quite soon. I still have another Glyph Carver, and I would like to actually put it someplace. I will most likely buy another one of those, right? So I will put that here and put another focus one right there. I think that works quite well. And then at the end of the turn, I will draw 5 cards again. I will draw 1. Now the deck is empty, so we will turn that over as our new deck and draw 4 more cards. Alright, so here we have our first spell. Alright. Oh, we also have this one here. When this is in your hand, immediately either discard this or lose 3 charges down here to destroy this and draw a card. So I will discard this. So this means I have only 4 cards, right? So that's kind of bad. This will get better when we actually like have a thicker deck. Alright, so whose turn is it? It is my turn again. That is good. Alright, so I will equip the spell. That's what you do with spells. You equip them to open breaches or to like breaches you just focused. And then I have 3 crystals. Well, you know what? I will spend these. Oh, I actually forgot to discard these last round. But they would have been, I would have sorted them like this. And they would have been like on the bottom here, right? So that's still fine. Sorry about that. And then I spent these 3 crystals here in order to get like another gem. And also I can focus my my lowest cost breach, which is that one here. Alright, so I'm close to actually opening these as well. Alright, so now we discard these cards. I forgot last turn, sorry about that. And then we draw 5 cards again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you see the game is still quite slow, but it will ramp up really badly quite soon, probably. The Nemesis turn. No cards here to activate, so we will just draw a card. That is an attack again, so a one-time thing. Unleash. Unleash means we take one of these maws, at least for Experiment 153, and move it forward 2 spaces. The worst thing would... Yeah, these like get worse to the right, so I think I will move maw 1 for now. Any player suffers 2 damage, so you see, we're already down half of our health, and I'm not able to really heal. So I will just like be like exhausted at some point, but that doesn't kill us, right? We can still continue playing, but it means like every time I then receive damage, instead Gravehold receives twice the damage I would receive. So something to pay attention to. And here I'm also gain a cursed shard from the curse deck and place it on top of that deck. The cursed shard lets us gain 1 either, which is sounds good, but place it on top of your deck. So it's just like in our hand every turn, or we can spend 2 either to destroy this. So I would later do that for sure. At the beginning, it's fine to actually have a few more gems. Sure, why not? Alright, so this one goes away, and then it is definitely our turn because the Nemesis has gone twice. So first, we cast our spells if we want to. We can also not cast that, right? Because it's only like 1 damage, that's not a whole lot. We can also leave that there so we have a leaner hand, right? There's also one tactic that can be done. Let me just check my hand and see what we have here. We have like a lot of gems. 2, 3, 4, up to 6. Okay. We can actually do a few things here. I think what I want to do, I actually do want to cast that spell. I will tell you in a moment why. So I will, I cast that, so I put it in my discard pile. I deal 1 damage. I will just choose, I think I will choose Maw number 3. So that's 1 health, right, that I can remove. That Eve Maw has 20 health, by the way. And then let me take a look at my cards. I want to put a glyph, like focusing my breach on the transmuter lens. And then I will spend 2, 4, 5. Yeah, all of my cards here. I will spend all of those to get the transmuter lens. Now I can focus my cheapest breach. So this one only needs 2 more either, and I can open it. So then I have 2 breaches. That's good. I don't have any spells yet, right? But I will get to those quite soon. So to use with the lens, I will put it right behind the spark, so I can like destroy the spark later on immediately. That's pretty good. That's not too bad, and then we can like get like a really good spell, right? That's kind of how I'm trying to work with the transmuter's lens. This is like really good. Okay, that was almost our turn. Now we discard everything here. We can always choose the order. Don't forget that. I will do it like. Let me do it like this here. All right. That works. Let me draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, and now you see the turn order deck is empty. So what we do is this is actually a deck we do shuffle. So we shuffle these cards here in order to continue playing. All right. 2. It's our turn again. So let's see. So we have this one here. We immediately need to discard this. Or we can lose 3 charges if you don't have. So we have 3, we have 5 either. That is not too bad. I could get another transmuter's lens, right? That wouldn't be too bad. You know what? Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. This one here, let us gain 1 either the curse charge, but we need to place it on top of our deck again. And these 3 I'll just put here. And then we get another transmuter's lens. Alright, then we discard these. We draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see, like, once you know how the game works, it's quite simple, actually, like in terms of rules at least. In terms of winning, well, not so much. So whose turn is it? The Nemesis turn. Alright, no cards to activate, so we just draw a card. That's a power. Powers is like, there are like 3 different cards a Nemesis can have. Attacks, that is just one-time things. Then we have power. On power, we put like power tokens, as many as it says there. Power 2, and every turn, like every Nemesis turn, 1 power token is removed. So we know the Nemesis, it's our turn at least another 3 times before this one gets activated. And then it would unleash and also damage Gravehold and also give us a cursed bolt, so another cursed card. Alright, that was it. So the Nemesis doesn't do anything else this turn, which is good. Now it's our turn. No spells to activate. So we go here. The transmuter's lens is next, comes next round. But that's fine. I will equip that here. That is good. And then I would have 4 either again. So, and the idea is that, let me see. I think I will spend 3 of those to actually get maybe another gem. I think it's not too bad to have like at least 1 other one, right? I think so. Like this, and this crystal I will also put here, but I will not use it. That's fine. And then we discard everything, because everything we don't use, we need to like keep in our hands, right? All right. Oh, wait. That 1 cursed gem I always forget, because such a specific rule, but that one goes on top of our deck when we use it. All right. 5 more cards. And it is whose turn? Our turn. Wonderful. Spark, cast, deal 1 damage, plus 1 damage on cast, which I forgot last time. So I will deal 2 damage to the experiment, and also I will like do that 1 damage that I forgot last time. Sorry about that. And then let's see here. So we do have our transmuter's lens. I will use that one in just a moment. First I will use the glyph carver to put another focus your close breach token on the tornado of insight, which like lets us deal 5 damage and also gain 1 charge if you have no close breaches. And we're close to having everything opened here. Then I will use the transmuter's lens, destroy this. Destroy means take it out of the game completely. And then we can destroy another hand in our card or discard pile and gain a card that costs up to 6. So I will destroy the spark. I will destroy a crystal. Because the spark does do damage, right? You know what? Let me destroy a crystal instead for now. I think that's better. And then I will get the tornado of insight. So that means the tornado of insight goes here into our discard pile, and we can focus our close breach with the lowest cost, which is not this one here. We need to open it, but we can focus this one here, right? So we only need like 7 either together to open both breaches. That is pretty nice. So, and then here I have 1, 2, up to 4. You know what? Let me use the glyph carver to put that focus breach thing on the tornado of insight again. Because I do have another, I did get another transmuter's lens, I think, right? I think so. And here I would have, you know what? Let me spend these 2 ether here that I have for the Molten Peridot in order to destroy the cursed shard. I think that's a good idea. So we can, I want to like start thinning my deck a little bit. Let me do it like this. That's fine. Okay, I think that was a pretty decent turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. What we want to do here with experiment 153 is actually like defeating the Maws as quickly as possible, because when it starts like unleashing more and more and stuff, and these Maws like get up these tracks, we will have a huge issue. All right, so whose turn is it? It is our turn. Good, we have no spells to cast. This one we need to discard again. This is really annoying. I need to like work on that quite soon. So, and then we have the transmuter's lens, which is good. I will destroy this again, right? To destroy another card, I will destroy another crystal here. And I will get the tornado of insight again. Put that also here. And then we can focus our lowest breach. And that one now doesn't help us anymore because we don't have any breaches to focus anymore. We have just 2 to open. And I will do that. I will spend these 3 either here in order to open our close breach number 3. Because that one also does 1+1 damage on cast. So now we have 2 really good breaches plus that deal 5 damage thing, right? So we can do like 6 damage per spell. That's good. We need to really do some damage soon. Alright, so these get discarded right here. But I also want to get another transmuter's lens quite soon. Let's see if we can like afford one. I can afford one next round. That's good. Okay, what else? Okay, yeah, no, the next. And that's of course the Nemesis. So we activate all cards here. That means this here like loses 1 power token. And then we draw the next card, which is also a power. We can actually spend 5 either to discard this. Power 2. Gravefoot suffers 3 damage. That's okay. Any player gains a cursed shard again. And a cursed bolt. Ooh. 2 cursed cards. I don't really want that. Alright. Let's see what we can do about that. I might have 5 either to discard in order to discard this power card. Then it just gets discarded and nothing happens. Let's see. Alright, so let's see whose turn it is. If it is the Nemesis turn again, then we have an issue because this one gets activated. And we are not able to actually prevent that. But it's our turn first. That is nice. So 1, 2, 4, 5. I would have 5 either here. I will actually spend all of my either here in order to discard this here. So that's good. So 1 less thing to worry about. Alright, so let me discard that here, draw 5 new cards. Okay, because like experiment 153 not only ramps up damage later on, but it also like spams your deck with cursed cards. And it's like good to keep your deck kind of lean, and I'm doing an okay job at that so far. It's our turn again. Alright, that's good, that's good. We should have that 1 spell now here, right? Yeah. Tornado of Insight. I will put that there. 2, 3. Let me also put the spark here. Let me just move that a little bit maybe to the left here so we have a little bit more room. So I would have, you know what, I will spend this one to put another glyph token, and this time I will now start with charges. I will put one on the transmuter's lens because I will definitely get one of those. And then I will put another glyph token, like casting one of the prepped spells could be helpful. Put that on Tornado of Insight. Okay, I think that is not too bad. And then we still have two either here. I will spend those as well to open our last breach. So now we are online and running, right? Now we can really get started doing some damage. Okay, so let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 draw 5 new cards. We do have a spell here. This one needs to be discarded again. This one is annoying. And let's see whose turn it is. Our turn again. Oh, but that also means that the Nemesis will go like twice in a round or something like that. Okay, so we deal 5 plus 1 damage. That's 6 damage to a single maw. Let me do that here. And because we dealt... Oh, wait. No, actually, I will not do that. Let me deal that 6 damage to maw number 1. Because I dealt 3 damage or more to a single maw, I can move it back 1. I think that's not too bad. And then I will do another 2 damage right here. And these 2 damage I will do to that maw. That means I need to put 3 back here. Alright. Okay, so slowly we're getting places. Then I will, of course, equip my spell there. 2, 4, 5. Perfect. That is 5 either. I will use those to get the Transmuter's Lens. So I put that there. I will also gain 1 charge, which is good. Because now I want to slowly start charging up here so I can heal Gravehold if necessary. And Gravehold will now start receiving damage. I mean, we have only gone through like 4 cards so far, right? So that is still okay, but it will definitely get worse. Alright, so, oh no, wait. Then let me, discard these. 1, 2, 3, get 5 new cards here. Okay, a lot of stuff for buying stuff. Alright, the Nemesis turn, of course. So first we remove that power token, and now this power activates. Unleash. So let me put this mod 2 to the front. Gravehold suffers 2 damage. Alright, let's do that. There we go. And any player gains a Cursed Bolt from the Curse deck. Oops. Let me just fix that. Okay, Cursed Bolt is right here. The Cursed Bolt is a spell, actually. If we cast it, we deal 1 damage. But we need to put it on top of our deck again, so that is annoying. But we can also deal 1 damage and discard 2 cards in hand, and then we can like destroy this. So, yeah. This is something that can be destroyed quite easily, actually. So that was that. And now we also draw a new card, which is power again. So that is 2. When a power token is removed from this, any player suffers 2 damage. We need to be careful there. We can spend 5 either to discard this. So let's try to do that. Oh, it's our turn. We are very lucky. So first, we do 5 damage plus 1. That's 6 damage. I will do that to this maw again. Oops. Because that means I can move it back 1 again. That's good. And also because I have no close breaches, I gain 1 charge. I think I would have gotten 1 charge last turn as well. But I can't quite remember, and I'm not going to cheat, so that's fine. So, and then I have 4 either. Theoretically 1 more if I wanted to. And I will do that, actually. I will spend all of these to discard this card here. We don't want to lose too much health, right? Because otherwise we will have an issue with Gravehold here. All right, and then we discard these. I'm so excited to continue. That's why I always almost miss discarding and redrawing cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, and now it's of course the Nemesis turn again. We know that nothing to activate. That's good. We are really keeping him in check. But soon there should be the first minion. Ah, there we go. The first minion. So 6 health. That means you put 6 health here on the minion. And this is the Wandering Lasher. Wandering, that means it only receives 1 damage. Like, that doesn't matter how much damage I do with 1 attack. It only receives 1 damage every time. But I can like spend either to deal the same amount of either to the enemy. Why are these enemies a problem? These enemies are a problem because like every time it's the opponent's turn and these activate, they do this persistent ability. And unleashing every Nemesis turn is horrible. Like these moths really will start climbing up here. So I need to like get rid of that soon. But I don't need to like buy a whole lot of cards anymore. Right? I'm actually okay so far. So that means I will expend all my ether to like get rid of that as soon as possible and spend all of my spells in order to damage the moths. I think that's what I will do. I think that's a pretty good idea actually. Okay, let's continue. It's our turn. That is very good. Do we have some... Let's see. We have 2. So first of all, we have like a few... Oh, that's what I do this card. We have a few spells. Spell 1, spell 2. And here I could put a glyph token. Yeah, let me do that. Let me put 1 glyph token, the charged one, on here again. Because I will get 1 more of those probably. And I will spend 2 to either to actually like reduce the health here by 2. So I think that is not too bad for now. Alright, let's discard these in, well, actually in this order. I think I will not use too many glyphs anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it be our turn one more time, please. Yes. So we are quite lucky today, actually. So I will do 5, 6 damage. I will do that to a single maw. I will do that. Well, I can finish off that one. So you know what? No, but I don't want to finish it off. Not yet. Because when it unleashes, I can put it up to without like any negative consequences. So instead, I will spend these 6 damage here on that maw. So I can move it 1 back. That is not too bad. And also I gain 1 charge because I have no closed breaches. So this one goes here. And then I do another 2 damage. I will also do that. Well, actually, I will do it to this one here. Alright, so that was that. And now let's look at our cards. I need 4 more either. So this is a spell. Well, I will of course equip the spell. Yeah, sure. I can destroy this and destroy another card. I could also destroy this one because that one is quite annoying actually. That would be like really annoying because like always goes back on our top of our deck. So instead of equipping that, I will actually use my Transmuter's Lens to destroy this card here. So it's gone. And I can take a card up to 6. So I will take this one here. And this one, actually, yeah, let me do that. And it would now let me cast one of my prepped spells, but I don't have any, so, well, that was kind of a waste, but that's how it is. Alright, and then I have 5 either here. That is quite good. I will spend all of that. That is more than enough to get rid of that minion here. Very good. Alright, we're keeping like the area quite clean here. We're doing well today. It can be like very much worse. Today is still quite a relaxing game so far. It will be much worse with the next expeditions when the bosses get harder. Right? So don't... so look forward. You can look forward to that. Okay. It is the Nemesis turn. Yes. Nothing to activate here. So new card. That is an attack again. Unleash. Okay. So let us go forward twice here. Gravehold suffers 1 damage. Okay. Place this in front of the player with the most open breaches. That's me. So at the start of the player's turn, they suffer 1 damage. When the player gains a card that costs 5 or more, we can discard this here. So let us try to like get a card that costs 5 or more, because losing 1 damage at each start of our turn, that's bad. Nemesis. Alright. Another minion. Alright, let me put these small things here. Reduce to 1 all damage dealt out to these minions by spells that cost 5 or more. That is a problem because we only have spells that cost 5 or more, right? So we are not really able to defeat this one. That is kind of tough. It will take like a long time to defeat. Oh, that is not too good. Well, let's see how we can do that. So first of all, we lose 1 health because of that stupid hemorrhage attack. Here we go. And then let's see what we can do. So first of all, we have that spell that we can put there. We do have glyphs. So I have like 4 either. That is not enough to like get anything that costs 5 or more, right? But can I put a glyph someplace? I could like maybe get like another spell that costs a little bit less just for that minion. So I will maybe put a glyph. Let me cast one of my prepped spells. Let me put that one on Fortified Frost. And then I would actually buy that card. So now I can actually cast one of my prepped spells here. So I can cast that. That one will deal 6 damage. So let me get rid of Maw number 1. That one is defeated, so we just remove that Maw. Wonderful. So 3 more to go. We are getting places, and also because we have no closed breaches, we get 1 charge. Wonderful. Alright, that works. So this one is discarded. So, and we have 1 more crystal that I can't do anything with. I will just also put that there. Alright. So, then it's our turn again in just a moment. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So, it's our turn again. We lose another health. So, we are close to dying. So, let me put that there. This one needs to be discarded, of course. So, I would have 4 either. That is also not very good. I could do specific things with that. So, I could get another one of those. You know what I will do? I will spend 2 of those. I will spend 2 of those to get another charge. Because like each charge costs 2. So now I'm able to heal Gravehold by 5. But I will not do that yet. I just want to be ready here. And then I will spend these 2 to get just another one of these spell cards. I think it's just good to have those. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then let's reshuffle this deck here. Oh man, I'm messing up again. Oops. Alright. There we go. It is our turn. That is good. So we do 5, 6 damage again. Also we gain 1 charge, but I'm full on charges at the moment. So that is 6 damage. Let me do that to that more right here. And then we can also move it back 1. That is nice. We're really having this under control, but famous last words, right? Also we don't gain that 1 charge, but okay, that's how it is. Okay, so we have 2 spells here, right? We have that one, and also we have that spark. Sure, why not? Let's also put that there. And then we have 5 either. So now we can buy a card that costs 5 or more to get rid of that card. Oh, I should have lost 1 health, I think, right? A card that costs 5. Yeah, 20 Resilience. Let's get another one of these, although we will not gain that charge, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so we spent these 5. That is good. Oh, I forgot to discard these last round again. I'm very sorry. I don't know how I could mess that up. I think like this, yeah, like that is correct. All right, and that is then it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one will be discarded, and it is our turn again. So we do 6 damage and gain 1 charge, which we don't need. 6 damage I will do to. Let me do it to this maw right here. Then we could move it back, but it's already at the very bottom. And also we would gain 1 charge, which we don't get at the moment. I missed out on 3 charges already. Maybe we should just heal Gravehold so we can charge up again. And then we deal another 2 damage from that breach here. I will do that to maw number 3, so that one is gone as well. So we have reduced the health of the boss by more than half. That is really good. And you know what? I think I will now heal Gravehold. I can heal Gravehold by 5, so I will only heal it by 3 because that's the maximum health, right? But it's still better than nothing because I don't want to miss out on any more charges. And also we can place 2 glyph tokens on top of any card in the supply. I will probably get this one again, right? So I'll put gain 1 charge on there, and also yeah, you may cast one of your prepped spells. Sure, why not? All right, so let's see what we have in hand. I haven't even looked at that. So we have 5 damage here. We have 2 damage there, so we can put all of that there. And then I could put another glyph someplace. Or like we could use 3. You know what? Let me put like another glyph on. Let me put another glyph maybe on here. And then these 2 I will use to gain another charge to kind of make up for what I have missed before. Okay. So 1 card, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this card here will again be that one that we need to discard. Alright, so it is our turn again. Wonderful. So we deal 6 damage and gain 1 charge. So 6 damage I will do to this more here. That one is probably of those 2 the most dangerous one. And then here we deal 2 damage plus 1 plus another one if we discard a card in our hand. And I will do that. I will discard the crystal here. Like this. Oh no, I have to discard it here. And then we also deal like 4 damage altogether. That is pretty nice. Actually, you know what? Let's start damaging the hound here. So, like this. Okay, and then we have a glyph carver, which we have like, okay, we have another spell here. And we have 3 either. With that, I cannot really do anything worthwhile. So, I will discard this one as well. This one I will just keep for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that is good. That is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so it is the Nemesis turn. So this one now does 2 damage to Gravehold, which is still fine. I mean, we're totally fine here. 28 health, that's good. Another card, another power. Power 2, let me just put the power tokens on here. We can spend 5 either to discard, okay, that's good. Power 2, move the Maw token farthest from the start, which are both, 2 spaces forward. Okay, and if it like goes on, like if it hits an effect, we need to resolve that effect in additional time. That's actually not too bad. If we can keep them down here, I think we are fine. Alright, it is the Nemesis turn again. Another 2 damage to Gravehold. Here, 1 power token gets removed, and we have another card, which is an attack. So now we have all 3 cards in one one round. Any player gains 2 cursed charges, 2 cursed shards from the cursed deck and place them on top of their deck. Oh, that is horrible. Or move 1 more token 3 spaces forward. No. I'm not going to do that. No, sir. Okay. Well, that was not the best thing. And now it's of course our turn. So we do 3 damage. If I discard a card, we do 1 more damage. Okay. Let me discard this one here. And then we do 4 damage. Let me do that 4 damage here. Okay. And now we have cards in our hand. So let me just equip that spell. And then I would have... Okay, this is not... Okay. I will destroy this here. If I destroy this, then I can like destroy this, and then I can like destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. Let me destroy that crystal here, and then we can gain a card up to 6. So let me gain this one here, and the glyph token lets me now cast one of my prepped spells. This one here, so I do 6 damage and gain another charge, and 6 damage I will do here. Like this. Okay. And then we have these 2. If I spend these 2, then I can destroy one of them and gain a card that costs 4 or less. At this point in the game, do I still want to do that? Twisted Fang is not interesting. This one is semi-interesting. An ally may destroy a card in hand. That is not too bad, but that way I can just destroy cards all the time. So I might spend these 2 here. So I gain 4, and then I might actually get 1, and then I can destroy this one here. Oops, to get another one that costs 4 or less, so I will get 2 of those. That might actually be a good idea. I haven't gotten any of these this game, but I also haven't touched these. I haven't touched these at all, but that's fine. You can't like get everything, right? Alright, let me discard that here and then draw 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's somebody's turn. Let's see whose turn it is. But before we continue, let me just quickly rehydrate because I haven't gotten anything of my tea in yet. Ah, yeah. Very good, but it's starting to get a little bit cool. So I need to like keep drinking. Alright, 1. No spells to cast. So let me equip that one here. We have 2 cursed shards, which are really annoying. I will spend 2 to destroy 1 cursed shard at least. And then we have 2 more here. I will actually spend these 2. This one needs to go on top of my deck then. In order to get another charge here. Like this. Yeah. That was already my turn. So let's discard these. Come on. There we go, and then draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. That's all of those. Okay, and then it is our turn again. All right, so we do 6 damage and get another charge. So let me do those 6 damage first. Let me do those right there. So 4 damage and 8 damage. That's all I need to do. Then I win. And that could be done quite soon if I have like these spells in here. I don't, but this spark is important for that hound later on. And I would have up to 4. You know what? No, I don't want these. I will destroy this cursed shard by spending 2 either. And the glyph carver I will also spend, but I will just not use it. The glyph carver isn't very helpful anymore at the moment. Yeah, not really. I would like to get like 1 more transmitter's lens. That would be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our turn again, please. Yeah. Because now we can actually do that spark. That's 2 damage. And with that, I can get rid of that hound. That is really good. Okay, very nice, because that hound was kind of annoying. Not dangerous, but it was annoying. Alright, so we do have a spell here and 1 there. This one I need to discard as usual. I should have discarded that before, actually. Okay, and then we would have 2 more either. Actually, you know what? Let me use my special ability in order to heal Gravehold back up by 3, which is like the full 30 again. And also I could like put glyph tokens on here, but there's nothing that I really need to do, so I will just not do that. And these 2 I will use in order to gain another charge. So we just keep healing Gravehold, which is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if it could now be our turn, I could actually almost win. But it's the Nemesis turn. So we discard this one here. And now we need to move the Mortogon farthest from the start. They are like both, right? So I should be able to choose one. So I will just choose, I don't know. I will choose this one here. 2 spaces forward. If this causes an effect, which it doesn't, I would have to resolve that effect 2 times. That is pretty crazy because I was really able to keep everything in check. None of these effects were ever triggered, right? I think. Maybe this one? No, I think no effects so far were triggered. That is pretty crazy. Corrupting Chitterer, 6 health. Persistence, move more tokens on 2 different tracks, 1 space forward. So now it starts ramping up. We are still at level 1. So we are still okay. Alright, and then it is our turn. So, we do 6 damage here and gain 1 charge. The 6 damage I will do over here. And then here we do 3 damage, but if I discard a card, we do 4 damage. And I will of course discard something. Oh, I have a lot of good things here. I will actually discard the one I just purchased in order to do 4 damage, so we can destroy more number 2. Easy. Nice. And now I think it's our turn again, right? And yeah, we have these spells here. I will just equip all the spells I have. And this one here I will just keep in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing to discard here because I only played spells. And then it is... Oh no, it's the Nemesis turn again one more time. Right. So, move more tokens on 2 different spaces. 1 forward. It's only 1 there, so I can only move that 1 forward. That's fine. And then we draw an attack. Unleash twice. So now you see what happens, right? Unleash is moving 2 forward, so we move 2 forward. And now it says the players collectively discard 4 cards in hand. Well, I'm only one person, so I will discard these 4 cards here, like this. And for the rest of the game, place this card in front of any player. For the rest of the game, when a Nemesis card specifies any player, the player with this card must resolve that effect if possible. I mean, that's in a solo game, that's true anyway, right? Okay. And now you see, now we're already up here, right? So when we get up there, then every time the maw moves forward, when it's at the top thing, we always need to discard like our entire hand. Because this one says the players collectively discard 8 cards in hand. And that is pretty rough. So let's see whose turn it is. It is our turn. So we actually win, right? Doesn't matter which spells I use. I can like deal the last 2 damage easily to experiment 153. I can also get rid of that minion. I do that much damage for sure. And that is how you win the first expedition against experiment 153 while keeping Gravehold at max health. That game went really well. I hope, like when I'm actually like editing the footage here, that I haven't made a huge mistake, because that game was just too simple. But I gotta say, this is like also the 3rd time I'm playing against Experiment 153. I know how the boss works, right? Like the first time I played, I actually lost, and the second time I just barely won. And now it's the 3rd time, and now I just easily won because, well, I know how Experiment 153 actually does work, right? And also I'm using these starter cards that are meant to go like with the first expedition, like when you play it the very first time. When you go through all 4 expeditions and you have like unlocked all the cards, then usually you use a randomizer or you choose the cards you want to play with, right? And then you have a completely different setup. So, right, this is supposed to be like the introductory game. So, of course, when I replay Experiment 153 later on, I will use different market cards and stuff, right? So it will be a little bit harder. All right, and now let's actually read the next section, because we won. Battle 1 Conclusion. As the last maw is sliced from the creature's head, the Nameless screams and collapses to the ground. Takran drops his shields triumphantly and turns back to face the group and join in celebration. Suddenly, the creature opens its eyes and screams with an unholy rage. It rises, blood still streaming from its ears, and raises at Takran with its teeth bared. Zana rushes forward to protect her son, knowing she won't make it in time. She throws an arm forward in a desperate gesture, and just then a dark breach cracks open in the sky. From it, Xaxos descends, black fire coursing around him as he lands on the Nameless and drives it into the dirt. The creature, already on its last legs, collapses from the blow, and Xaxos rides it down. Takran stares up at his unlikely savior. All his years spent in the void have warped Xaxos. Black scales grow up his arms, and his fingers end in wickedly curved claws. He almost looks more nameless than human. Alright, now what's very cool is that we can actually open deck 1D and open envelope 1B. And can I see what we unlock? So let's check all of that out. So first, let's look at the cards here. So, this is now for the next hero that we unlock. This is like an ability here. At least I think, yeah, that should be the next hero. Xaxos. So Xaxos some seems to have abilities. I don't know how that works, but we will see that quite soon. Obsidian Burst. Outcast deals 4 damage. Repeat this 2 more times. Any player opens a breach, gains 2 charges, and gains 2 life. Okay, interesting. Any player draws 4 cards and preps any number of spells in hand to their opened or closed breaches. Xaxos Outcast gains 8 life. Oh! More than its maximum life. Oh, so Xaxos can actually like really heal himself and other players. Wow. Shadow Rewind. Shuffle any player's turn order card into the turn order deck. The player gains 2 life. Okay. Imbued Aura. 2 players each return up to 2 cards in the discard piles to their hand. Okay. And then like we have like a gem here. Gain 2 either. That's pretty good actually. Xaxos Outcast gains 1 charge. Okay. There are lots of those in here as well. And then we have like new cards here, and I will replace, I'll put like the new market cards like in there, right? The Vigorous Sunstone, when you gain, we'll take a look at that then next round, I think. But very cool. Carnivorous Rooks, okay. Infused Ignition, a new spell as well. Alright, then we have like treasure gems, like our first treasures, right? We can choose one of those for the next expedition, for the next part, and that is it. Alright. Very cool. And now let's also take a look here at That's a weird kind of player board. That is not... Wait, doesn't he have any breaches? That's interesting. So that is our new hero here. A new mage. Oh, there are like a lot of rules here. Okay. Xaxus has like 30 life, and you lose if Xaxus has 0 life. Okay. Oh, and instead of Gravehold, you actually like put all damage to Xaxus. So you don't have Gravehold anymore. You only have Xaxus. Wow. That is crazy. Okay, but we have like an ability deck. That is very interesting. Okay. That is very interesting. So I guess we don't have no breaches. I don't know if we do have any. It doesn't seem we have any breaches. So I'm not quite sure how it would work with spells and stuff. I'm not quite sure. So I will have to figure that out. I have to like kind of like understand that, but I will do that like between videos. All right. So, and that is pretty much it. Like the next section of the story of the expedition story, I will of course read for the next video. So that means that this concludes the first battle in the Aeons and Outcasts expedition series here on my channel. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun recording this. This battle went really well, so wow. Like I'm still kind of like surprised how well it went, but it will only get harder from here. So I hope you're looking forward to the next installment of this series. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking around to the very end. As usual, I want to thank all of you for your support. Especially I want to thank my generous Patreon. The biggest thanks go out to Thakono, who's the most generous support at the highest tier. I really appreciate that. You can support me in numerous ways. You can watch my videos, like them, comment below them, subscribe to my channel if you like my content enough. You can also support me on Patreon and join my Discord server in case you would like to hang out with me and my amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video. Take care everyone, stay safe, and cheers.